но просто ее вот вся вот это вот, весь этот образ, боже мой, да, готово.
Okay, I would like to introduce this wonderful artist. Wonderful, she has so many things. She's doing so many things. I think it's better if she would tell you about herself. She will tell you everything about herself because she's doing many things. She's an artist, she's a coach, she's she's a bestseller book writer. What is the name of your book actually?
Art Completes You. Art Completes You, Transformation Through, I don't know if you can see it, but Art Completes You, Transformation Through Art in the Science of Completion.
Unbelievable. So maybe you just explain what is it about?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Especially nowadays, super important. I learned throughout my life to understand many things through art. Through creating different paintings, contemplating on complex ideas. So I used to have a school in New Jersey, the art school. So after I was clear on the method and how I present it, I put together it in a book. And it's not my first book, but it's the first one which had that success.
So it's a bestseller. Like
yes. Amazon bestseller. So it's
unbelievable. So what is another book? Tell us why we're talking about books.
I had books for parents because I had a story with my daughter with the learning disability, overcoming that. So I had a book of exercises for parents, what they can do. I have small books that accompanied workshops that I was giving for women, or coloring books. But really that method and the whole concept of living life through art is probably the most exciting thing that happened in my life and that I'm sharing with my students and those who support me creating art.
And what about classes? You told me that, okay, I have classes. What are you teaching? You're teaching? You coach?
Yeah, so right now virtually because we are quarantined, right? So it's that not super pleasant time. But I do two groups. One group is for Russian-speaking people because right now the book is translated into Russian and it's going to be probably published by the fall. So I conduct the set of classes on this method, how to become an artist, how to stop self-doubts. For the Russian audience, it's a Facebook group through which it's just live classes. And the same thing, I have Art Completes You group for English speaking students and friends. I have now some my body artists who can also teach that method. So we do through live streams on Facebook as well.
Okay, but this is for adults or for the children?
For adults. I'm going to do the series of workshops for parents. If you teach just the child, but parent doesn't understand the concept, it's not as effective. I noticed that once a mother understands how important it is to that space, creativity space within every child, to keep it, protect it, nourish it, let it develop, then everything is much easier. Because kids fast, they understand the concepts that they are their own creators, they are the source, life is kind, very fast. Adults need a little more deeper understanding of why, how it affects life, etc. Because right now in schools, Margot, interesting, well, I haven't been teaching in a school for a while, but several years ago, I was conducting from my art school, like a club for middle school. And we were doing different exercises, again, with art, self-expression, identifying who we are. Interestingly, what I saw, the art classes in public schools, they turned into step-by-step approach, which is absolutely not creativity unless you step-by-step, you meditate here, you let go, you experiment. Step-by-steps would be in school, you pick these colors, you put them here, do like I do. And so the kids, they were sixth graders, when I asked them, do you like art? And they said, well, if we are allowed to do what we want. And that's it's disturbing, because it's art is supposed to open up the flow, creative flow in us. And why? Because we are training them like little soldiers, right? You stand here, don't go there, you do this, don't do this. But when they grow up, that's not what's required. It's for every low-level impact jobs that's required. But once you want to have a career, that's not an approach. You have to learn to think outside of the box, right? You have to see the unseen, you have to visualize and come with all sorts of concepts. So where do we train that? Unfortunately, we don't. So it falls on parents. I am a mom, so I did it, and I believe parents can do it way better than schools right now.
So approximately how many people in your group? Interesting. It's like
they're not huge.
It's like 1, 2, or it's just a real group, like 5, 6, 7. What? How many?
Yeah, they are not huge, but they are 800 in Art Completes You. Russian group has maybe 100-something people, so they're not like really overwhelming. And with that number, I still can communicate. It's not that big of a number. We are doing in both groups, it's based on this book that people get. We do Radiate Joy introduction. So it's just the classes when you understand what it is behind the artist's mind. What do we think? How do we approach things? Because if we are always stressed, we won't be doing it, right? There is that bliss, that, bliss, that if people catch it, then they can be very happy artists without this self-doubt and judgment and all this what stresses us out.
So interesting, so interesting.
Yeah.
So where you sell? Are you selling this book somewhere?
Yes, of course, it's on Amazon, and there are multiple, there are multiple versions. So this is the simple one. There is one illustrated one. And of course, if it's the Kindle book, it's cheaper, but I mean, it's huge value. It is a huge value because it doesn't proclaim that, oh, you can do it on your own. It actually does it. This book is designed very interestingly. So you have every chapter starts with a concept to contemplate on, be it line or color or shapes, whatever, proportions. Then at the end of the chapter, you experience exercises and you write down your own thoughts. Because we have the knowledge. You, Margot, have that knowledge. I have that knowledge. We just need to know how to open the box. That's all. So you can just read the beginning of the chapter and then go do the exercises and skip. And this is how I suggest. Skip my discussion, my thoughts on the topic. Or you can, of course, read if you are more comfortable and then do the exercises. But it's interesting just even to drop my thoughts and get the direct experience. What is it? How do I feel actually about the line? No, so stuff like that. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm not...
You're so smart. So actually I can go to Amazon and buy this book, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah. So now, can you tell us about your art? Your art.
Oh.
So your art, and I know that you do that. What is your style?
So
no, another question. What style do you like the most?
I like the combination of the abstract art, which gives a lot of feeling, but no specific forms and shapes, with some recognizable, and for me, I really like people, so it's got to be a body or a face or something like that. I like that fusion very much. I grew up in the family of 2 Russian artists.
Well, that I would like to find out. Please, just give us this information.
Yes, so that training, like, exactly. So it's, they never believed in not studying, working on the craft. You know how some people think that, okay, so I'm just inspired, I'm going to do something, whatever it is, and it's art because I see it this way. So to me, if you are avoiding drawing something because you cannot do it, that's a very crippled way of creation. So, but once you have that craft mastery, you can play with whatever you want, lines, dots, whatever, it doesn't matter. So for me, the roots are in a very classical approach, because, I mean, my background from Russia, Moscow artist, classical training, right? To what I am now, which is a lot of feeling, a lot of ability to paint the unknown. And another thing, Margot, is super important for me, is the relevance to whatever is happening. So I am doing right now, it's like a small series of duality, how to look at life, how to understand life, because we look at things and sometimes people say, oh, that's bad, and that's good, that's black, and that's white, and then the whole life in between. So our judgment is very crippled. So that's what I like to work through with the help of art. So for me, that deeper life truths through art is what I love. And I also noticed that you can decide ahead of time and kind of see the whole painting in your head. But then I am like nothing unexpected. You saw it, you know it's there. So I really like the ability to start painting, communicating with unknown. So it gives me the chance to see what it wants, what divine wants to express through me. So for me, it's very much meditation. It's very much soul searching. It's very much understanding something at the next level. That's what it is.
I'm sorry. What about meditation? Because looks like you're very involved in this. Okay, so tell us what you do.
Yes, yeah, I traveled a lot in India, and I have to say, like, this art completes you method, it's not that I mean, I put it together, but it has deep roots in the Hindu tradition. So at one point, I became also a meditation instructor from the Hindu University. And I shared that with, here in New York, actually conducted classes for our library. Meditation there are forms of meditation that can be easier for us today. Because if we say to the people, okay, so you go and just sit under the tree. And the person went, sat under the tree, but the whole spin inside the head didn't go anywhere, right? It's still there, and it's, okay, so, but now I'm sitting under the tree with that whole thing. So what can be done actually to play with the different sounds, they are very popular, heart opening meditation, for example, or art meditation. When your process is still happening. So I like those, and I encourage everyone, especially today, to aside like 15 minutes, put aside 15 minutes for that.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
So what about exhibition, art exhibition? Can you tell us where you participate and what is your future? Do you have any plan for the future where you're going to participate when finally everything will be open? What gallery? What's going on?
Yes, we have, it's a huge mess right now, for sure, because multiple exhibits in New York, multiple exhibits were just canceled. Most exhibits were either canceled or they went online. So I work a lot with National Association of Women Artists. That's a fantastic, absolutely fantastic women founded organization, 130 years old. It's the oldest one in the country.
Very interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yes, such quality of art and I love it. I love the women who are volunteering and doing things for that organization. So a lot of shows with them, but for now, it's gonna be online. There is Artios Gallery. I know you're familiar with Elena Zelenina and her gallery. So she had plans, and even for me, she wanted to do a VIP event in the fall, but right now, let's see and let's hope, let's hold the space it's possible, but I don't know, people are hesitant to go anywhere and in the big crowds. I also heard Pushkin Society of America has the project, Rorik 2020, and I'm also the member of their guild, so we were planning to have art shows there and have, but again, I probably virtually is going to be. I know I had the honor of being with your museum that you did several shows curating, but we'll see, right? It's a little, it's a hard time for artists right now, I think.
I know. I think you exhibited, right? If I don't mistake, if I'm not mistaken, you had an exhibition in museum in Mora.
Yes,
one point.
that's what I'm saying. Yes, it was a huge honor. Yes.
Yeah. Very nice. Yes. Very nice. It was, I think it was realistic paintings, right?
Yes.
Style of realistic painting. Some, oh, no. It was some portraits, if I remember, right?
Yes, and flowers.
And flowers, right, right. Very nice. So what about this woman, what you said about woman society? Where is they located?
Oh, okay. National Association of Women Artists. They are in Manhattan. They are on 38th Street or 39th Street on the west side. And it's called Nava. So
I'm familiar.
They are outstanding. Oh, I mean, women are outstanding. And their art is pretty outstanding. They are doing very interesting series right now, also talks about artists and what are they doing. So it's pretty, everyone is trying.
Most of the time group exhibition, or they have solo exhibition also?
No, it's group exhibitions. Group exhibitions only. They don't I don't recall any solos. I don't think so.
I think they have their own gallery, right? Not too big one, but I think I've been there once. They have.
They have their gallery, yes, but also what's good with this group, they provide different opportunities like Banana Factory or museums in different chapters have connections to the museums in their area, so it's possible to participate literally all over the US. So it's
That's very nice, but never solo exhibition, always group exhibition.
yes, always group exhibition. That's correct.
So, but you've been there. You were exhibiting there.
Yes, many times, but not since coronavirus.
Right. Okay.
We had almost everything went online. Almost all, even the annual, which is a big show, will still be online.
Annual exhibition, when it's supposed
yes,
to be.
Which is usually in September, but even right now they are saying that most likely it will be online.
Yeah, I understand. What about these flowers? I see this list flowers. So this is beautiful. It's a oil canvas. What kind of media you use?
This is acrylic. It's acrylic and acrylic paints, and it's, yes, on canvas.
So what do you like? What media you like? You like mostly like acrylic, oil?
I love acrylic, and I love mixed media when I can use ink and watercolors and pencils and just mix it all together. Yes. And when I use acrylic, I use a lot of slow dry media that allows the flow of the oils. Although I do have the oil painting here, but you probably cannot see. I don't paint like that. It's very traditional, right?
Oh, very nice. Actually,
yeah,
it's very nice.
Very, it's like very, like.
It's really very nice. It's something like from your head, or it's something that you saw on nature?
Yes, of course, it's nature. You look at, yeah.
Where is that exactly?
It's Russia.
It's Russia.
Oh. Yes, of course. Yes.
So where you born? In what city?
In Moscow. I grew up in Moscow, and we moved here in 1995.
Here in America?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in New York, I am not here for a long time because we used to live in northern part of New Jersey. It's mountains, lakes. We had a bear living in the backyard. I'm not kidding. And little teddy bears running around.
So do you miss Russia? Do you miss Moscow?
I do go there quite often, and it's I have my close friends, with whom I grew up. So like they're such part of my life. They come here, I go there. So Russia for me, it's this. I don't miss it because I have it.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I don't miss it, because I don't care. I care. It's my life.
Okay, so the next project, art project, going to be where? Even online?
Online, I would think. Online. With
any particular place where you're going to exhibit?
Well, I already signed several things. So one is already going. The actual artwork is there was an event that was dedicated to women voting, because we have an anniversary, women rights, etc. So I created a piece, but opening did not happen. Nothing happened. It's online, so that's what's happening. I know that the Pushkin Society is doing online, so I'm part of that. I know in June, National Association is going to do the online show, so I'm part of that.
Yes, online, and everything online. Yeah.
Everything online. And for my students with the Art Completes You, the book I was talking, the groups, I myself am going to do an art show for them online too.
Mhm.
what to do, which was
Very, very nice, very nice, very nice. I am impressed. You have so many things in your pocket. You're doing so many things. So what about another book? Another book. You have some idea about another book that you're going to write?
I can write another book, but it's I don't want right now. I don't know. I feel very fulfilled that I put the method together. I feel so fulfilled and happy. We edited, it came out in 2018. So it was a lot of work into that. I was doing workshops in New York, then, I mean, went through all these difficult processes. And then we again edited it one more time so that I'm confident in every word. So do I want to embark on another like 4 to 6 years? We will see after I finish the Russian translation, because it's a little different. Russian context is also a little different than American one. So it feels in many ways as if I am writing that book. Although the materials is there, but it's a little different.
Okay, thank you very much. I think our time has expired. So don't go away. We'll be right. We will. Don't go away. Please come another Monday. Next Monday.
Thanks for having me. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Я не знаю.